What can you see and do in Hanoi for 7 days? Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam. It is known for its rich culture, stunning architecture, iconic landmark, and delicious food. We are a family of 3 recently visited Hanoi for 7 days. I would like to share with you that what we have done and how much we have spent on our trip so that you can better prepare for your upcoming trip to Hanoi. Before you purchase your flight ticket, please check if your country requires a visa to enter Vietnam. We are from Canada, which does require a visa to enter the country. You can apply for an e-visa on the official government website. It costs $25 for a single entry and $50 for multiple entries. It may take 3 to 4 business days to be processed and allows you to stay up to 90 days after entering the country. If you already bought flight tickets and may not receive the e-visa on time before departure, just like us, you can find agencies online who provide express service to get an e-visa for extra fees. The fastest time that you can get your visa is less than an hour. Of course, more fee is required. We ordered express e-visa service on trip.com and paid around $80 per person in total to receive our e-visa within 1 business day. Now, let me show you Hanoi. On day 1, we flew from Guangzhou to Hanoi and landed in the evening. Going through the customs was pretty easy. We exchanged some Vietnamese currency in the airport. You can also exchange money at almost all tourist agencies in the city who offer better rates. We booked an airport pickup service for $12 to take us to our hotel in the Old Quarter area. The meeting spot was at a Pillar 10 at the exit where we met our driver who held a sign with my name on it. Our hotel was in Hanoi's Old Quarter. We're thrilled by our driver's skill of driving through the narrow street and the busy traffic. After we checked in our hotel, we took a walk in the area to see the nightlife of Hanoi. We walked around Hong King Lake, which is also known as Sword Lake, symbolizes Hanoi's cultural heritage, surrounded by many beautiful architectures and a stunning historical site. The Lake Loop hike was easy and short. It's about 1.5 kilometers in distance. It was definitely worth the walk during the night as the city was very alive.
Our love is alive, so it begins.
The traffic here is crazy busy even at 9 p.m. on a weekday. We practiced multiple times and eventually learned how to cross the street. On day 2, we started a 3-day Halong Bay trip. We were picked up from our hotel and took 3-hour bus ride to Halong Bay Harbor. Once we arrived at harbor, we were brought to our cruise by a small boat. The cruise was small but had everything we needed. Our room was small but clean. It was enough for 3 of us for the night. We had a great view as the water was right outside the window. The cruise was sailing through Halong Bay while we had lunch on the boat. All meals were included but not drinks. The price was in American dollars and you can pay cash or card. The view was absolutely amazing. Halong Bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in northeast Vietnam. It has nearly 2,000 islands. Sitting on the boat and watching this wonder of nature feels full of joy and calmness. After lunch, we were brought to visit Sot Cave. This cave was allegedly founded by the French in 1901. It consists of approximately 600 steps. It is the largest and the most visited cave in Halong Bay. We stayed in the line almost 40 minutes before we could enter the cave, but the view was worth the wait. After the cave, we went to a pearl farm where we went kayaking and swimming. After the activities, we enjoyed our dinner and the beer on the boat. Later, we went squid fishing. This was my first time catching a squid. We got up early the next morning to see a sunrise. That was a smart idea as the view was breathtaking. We sailed to Tip Top Island when we had a breakfast. We climbed to the top of the mountain and saw a stunning view of the bay. In addition to the view, we were also rewarded by swimming and relaxing on the beautiful beach. We said goodbye to our cruise after lunch and began our new adventure to Cat Bar Island. We were brought to the original harbor and waited for a long time for a speedboat taking us to Cat Bar Island. We no longer had the same tour guide at this point and was dropped to the island with no further instructions. After asking around, we were told that we need to take a taxi to get to our hotel, which was 28 kilometers away. While we were trying to contact our tour agent, a driver finally showed up and took us to our hotel. Luckily, a hotel staff greeted us and debriefed the rest of the itinerary with us. We had a free time in the afternoon at Cat Bar Island, as planned in the tour. Hotel offered a private car and a driver to take us to visit Cat Bar National Park and Trang Cave for 500,000 Vietnamese dong. Renting a scooter was also an option, which would only cost 100,000 Vietnamese dong for all day. However, it was already 2:30 p.m. The cave closes at 4. We took the private car in order to make the sites on time. Trang Cave was a cool sight. There was no one other than us in the cave at the time, which added some spooky feeling. There were a lot of spots that we had to knee down and crawl through. The Cat Bar National Park is a popular site. We took the 2-kilometer hike to the peak, and the view from the top was definitely rewarding. The ticket cost 120,000 Vietnamese dong, which included both the national park and the cave. Please make sure you bring enough cash if you want to visit the sites, as they only accept cash. After we visit the national park, we returned to our hotel and had dinner there. In the night, we walked around the waterfront area and enjoyed music water fountain. On day 4, our itinerary was cruising through Lan Ha Bay, kayaking, visiting a fish farm, and Monkey Island. However, it did not go smoothly as we expected. After breakfast, we were picked up by a new tour company and waited for more than 40 minutes in the bus while they picking up other people from other hotels. We were dropped off at a harbor, which was only 1.5 kilometers away from our hotel. We waited another half hour at the harbor for them to organize us into small groups. After we got on the cruise, we learned that people on the boat had many different itineraries. We cruised through Lan Ha Bay and went kayaking through a cave. We paid 100,000 Vietnamese dong per person extra, and it took a bamboo boat instead of kayak so that we could enjoy the view. In the afternoon, we visited a fish farm. We spent a longer time waiting on the boat as they had to drop off other people to other sites and pick them up after our visit of the fish farm. Just when we were excited about our next site, the Monkey Island, we were told that we could not go to the Monkey Island due to the upcoming storm. We have to finish our tour early. Boat sent us back to the Cat Ba Island. Again, we waited on the bus for half hour for them to drop people off to their hotels. We were dropped off at a bus stop, and were told that another bus will take us to the speedboat harbor. We will then take speedboat to reach the bus back to Hanoi. However, we were not told that the waiting time to finally get on the speedboat was 2 hours. After another 2-hour bus ride, we finally went back to Hanoi. We booked a one-day VIP trip to Ninh Binh on day 5. A nice weather to start the day. We joined a group of 10, took 2 hours by a luxury van, and arrived at our first site, Trang An. Trang An is famous for its limestone mountains, river valleys, and stunning caves. We took a bamboo boat ride for 2 hours. The view was very beautiful, but it was very hot sitting directly under the sun. We admired our female driver's physical ability and tipped her well for her hard work. We had a nice buffet for lunch and went to our next site, Hoa Asian capital. It was the first official capital of Vietnam from 968 to 1009. We visited the two temples in the site. I was not allowed to enter with shorts above knees, but they provided a scarf to cover my legs. The doorstep to the main hall of the temple is very high. Our tour guide told us that it was to block ghosts from entering the temple, as Vietnamese don't believe ghosts can jump. Another explanation was that when people enter the temple, they have to bend down to cross over the doorstep as they bow to the god. The last site we visited for the day was Mua Cave. Mua Cave is known as the rooftop of Ninh Binh. It involves 500 steps to climb to the peak to enjoy a panoramic view of Ninh Binh. In the middle way of the hike, the trail splits to two paths. The left one leads to a dragon statue, and the right one leads to a small pagoda. We picked the right one as there were less people on it. We still had some time to walk around after climbing down the mountain. The site was large and so beautiful. It was a joyful walk. The tour ended after dropping us off at our hotel in Hanoi. It went smoothly for the entire day. We really enjoyed it. We had a quick dinner in order to see the famous Hanoi train street. We found a coffee shop and sat on the second floor waiting for the train. Just before the train's arrival, something weird happened.
Outside!
6, we walked around Hanoi City and visited some major tourist sites. When you visit Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, make sure you wear something long enough to cover your knees, otherwise you won't be allowed to enter the site. Despite the rain, we walked for a long distance and tasted a lot of different food, including the famous egg coffee. The last day in Hanoi was pretty much a travel day. Our hotel called a taxi to take us to the airport. The storm finally came and our flight was delayed, but we arrived Guangzhou safely. Overall, we had a great time in Hanoi. I listed the cost of our entire trip and I generated some suggestions to help you prepare your upcoming trip to Hanoi. Thank you for watching my video. Hope it helps you to prepare for your next trip. See you later!